G'day guys, welcome back. I am going to do 3 flip cups for you today, and I am going to use reds and browns. I don't know that I've ever done reds and browns before. I will show you this one here that I did a few days ago. It's dry now. It was supposed to be a Christmassy pour with reds and greens, but it looks more like an autumn or fall pour, doesn't it? With the gold has kind of gone that sort of a brownish tone, and then mixed in with the red. So we've got some orange. So I think it's more of an autumn fall pour, but there it is anyway. Pretty, dried really well. Let's move that out of the way. And we'll get to today's pour, hey? As I said, browns and reds. I've got some gold there in the middle, and then I've got black. I haven't got any white today, and I'm using all the Mont Marte Studio Acrylic. If yours doesn't say school, don't worry about it. I think it's just the same. It's just a marketing thing for the schools in Australia to buy the big bottles. So all Mont Marte. You can get Mont Marte worldwide. Just check their website and they'll tell you where their stores are. Pouring medium is my usual, 60% glue, 40% water. This is Elmer's glue oil, but you can use school glue as well, works just as well. I've done experiments or videos using the school glue, so check those out if you haven't seen them. If you can't get the glue oil, the school glue works really well. Now, I'm going to put just 2 drops of silicone oil in. The last couple of videos I just did 2 and they worked really well. So let's just do 2 in each. So I've got 50 grams of pouring medium and 50 grams of paint in each. I'm not going to do the gold. I wonder if that's the reason why my gold kind of separated. And I won't do the black because the black's an opaque colour. I wonder if it is the reason that my gold separated because it had oil in it. I don't know. It didn't really separate, it just kind of had a weird sort of a look to it. I'll see if I can show you a close-up of some of the cells. They're wet at the moment, so I'll have to show you in a video later on. But maybe it's just because it's a metallic it did that. Oh my gosh, it's so hot today, you guys. 40 degrees Celsius today. You walk outside and it's like walking, into an oven. Like you can't get your breath. It's just so hot. And I've got workers outside today finishing off retaining walls. I've got the plumber redirecting pipes and things under the new driveway. Oh, I just don't know how they can deal out there. I feel so bad for them. I said, go home. Come back tomorrow when it's cooler. But no, they want to stay. Poor things. Okay. Black in the bottom. I'm trying to put, as I usually do, dark light, and I'm putting the gold in between a dark red and a dark brown. So hopefully that will work nicely rather than have the gold next to a light colour. I think it's better next to a dark colour. You know me, I like having dark and light. I just think it makes the cells look really pretty when you've got a dark colour next to a light colour. Because you might have a light cell with a dark ring or vice versa. Now the gold is a little bit thicker. Out of the container it's really quite thick. I've mixed it 65 grams of pouring medium to 50 grams of paint. So a little bit more pouring medium. It still feels much thicker than the other paints, but you do have to have the gold thicker in my experience, otherwise it just disappears and you don't see it, it just blends in with the other colours. I'm just not sure about putting the burnt sienna next to the orange. I might put black down next. And then the burnt sienna, and then the red. So I've got 2 different reds. One's a dark red, it's called Crimson, and the other red is called, what did it say on the bottle? Brilliant Red. This is the Brilliant Red. It's more of a fire engine red or letterbox red, and then the Crimson is obviously darker. Okay, we'll go with the brown. This is Burnt Umber. Poor little cup on the end. It's always got less. I try not to, but I just keep doing it. It's always got less. So 700 grams of mixed paint for this size canvas, which is 30 by 40 centimetre, 12 by 16 inch. Got my air conditioner on in here. I don't know how people in Australia in summer manage without air conditioning. Oh, I've got an air conditioner in the dog room. I've got an air conditioner in my living room, and then I've got an air conditioner out in my studio here, and I've got all three running today. It's just, oh, it's just so hot in here today. Awful, awful, awful. Can't remember the last time we had a 40 degree. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. Don't know. I would have to Google that. 40 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. I think it's pretty hot though. Oh dear. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of black. I've got a little bit of black left. So my black layers I've made thinner because black's such a strong colour. It really takes over. So I've made 3 layers of the black. Still made up the same amount, but just putting them in smaller layers. Hopefully that will work, because as I said, it is such a strong colour. And then we'll go with the orange, and then I've got a little bit of the burnt sienna left just to go on top. Hopefully these colours will be pretty. Not really my colours. You know, I'm a blues and greens kind of a girl. Cool colours next to the coast here, Sunshine Coast in Queensland. Only 10 minutes from the ocean. So I tend to get inspired by the ocean colours. There's not much left of this, so I think I'm just going to do the end too. If you thin out your layers too much, they'll blend with the colours either side of them and you just don't see them. So I'd rather have 2 decent layers than 3 that you can hardly even see. All right, that's it. We're done. Oh, look, there's my traditional little blobs there. Always get those because I go from cup to cup to cup and I get little blobs in the middle. Right, while that's sitting there, I'll tell you about my colours. As I said, I've got the orange. I just put them in smaller containers because it's easier just to scoop out of these. That's the crimson and that's the brilliant red. So there's a bit of a difference between them. And then we've got the burnt umber and the burnt sienna. And of course the black and the gold. It's quite a dark gold, it's not a light brilliant gold, it's more of an Aztec sort of a gold, I think. And I did have to get it from overseas through Amazon, so it was quite expensive to get. Now, I just hope I'm not going to get too much mud. I didn't add any white, because generally my white gets lost, and because of all the red in there, I didn't want pink, so we're not having any white today. I guess I could have gone silver instead, but just wanted the reds and the oranges and the browns today. Righto, let's do this. Look at that orange stripe. How pretty. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Look at that. Maybe the side of the cup cord or something, not sure. Oh, and there's the red. Put a little bit on the corners just to help the paint flow over the corners. It's going to get tipped off anyway, but just to help go over. I'll just have to leave that there, hopefully. So that might be a blob of silicone that I haven't stirred properly. Did I miss one cup? Maybe I missed a cup, I don't know. I thought I'd stirred them all. Okay. Let's turn that around. And, oops, losing paint off the side here too. There goes my orange. Come back. Don't run away. Don't leave me. All right, let's go back and forth, covering in these white triangles here. Do I want my corner catcher? I don't know. Might as well. It's looking very brownish, isn't it? I did want brown. I've got brown. Can't always do the same colours all over the same time, can I? I can't even talk. Can't do the same colours over and over all the time, can I? No, got to do different colours. Righto, let's torch and see what we get up through this background. Hopefully some orange and some gold. See, there's gold there. Mix seems a bit thick, doesn't it? Look how tiny my cells are. Must be a little bit on the thick side. The black and the red, I did have to add a squirt of water because they were thicker. Blacks generally are. Alright, let's leave it like that. Yeah, black paint's usually thicker than all the others. So we'll just let that sit for a minute. I want those cells to come up a little bit more. When your paint's quite thick, the cells come up, and because the paint's thick, it's got a lot of resistance, so they can't move very much. They stay small. If your mix is really thin, when the cells come up, there's not much resistance, so they can spread and you get bigger cells straight away. But then you do run the risk of those cells overstretching when you start to tilt. I'll just cover this while I'm waiting for those cells to come up. So yeah, not quite sure about this colour scheme as yet. We'll wait and see what happens. Right, I don't think they're going to do anything else. So I'll get to tilting. Oops, I'm stuck. I'll go off here first. And I'll try and get back down here. It's hard though to get back down once you've... See, the weight of the paint's all up here at the moment. So what you should do if you want to get rid of something like that blob, you really should try and do it while the... See the weight of the paint's there? You should try and do that while the weight of the paint's down here. And then come back. I just wanted that blob to go. Can't do much about that big worm. To me it looks as if it is a silicone drop that just hasn't been stirred in properly. Now off we go, back and forth. I want to stretch these cells out, so I'm going to go left and right, left and right as I make my way up. Getting rid of what you don't want, keeping what you do want. Okay, that was quick, wasn't it? Well, while I was over there, I just did it. Okay. What do we think of those colours? Always a bit of a issue when you're using browns, hey? Because they look a bit muddy, but hey, that's what I wanted. I wanted browns and reds and oranges. I think maybe the burnt sienna wasn't the best choice. I like the chocolate brown. Just not sure about the burnt sienna because you can't really see the definition of the cells over here. Over here you can. See how you can see the black cells there in the red background, but over here it's just kind of more blurred. Just trying to open up these up here where my thumb's wiggling. Just trying to open those up a little bit by tipping some of it off the side. Okay, that's better. I've got the weirdest thing happening here. I've never seen that before. I'll take it down and show you in a close-up. I've just never seen that before, ever in a pour. I don't know what that's from at all. It's bizarre. Okay, let me do my corners quickly. And then I'll take you down for a close-up. So, yeah, not sure about these colours, you guys, but as I said, I need to challenge myself with new colour schemes. If you guys have any colour schemes that you want me to try, let me know. You can let me know in the comments. I wouldn't mind trying this again actually, and just taking out the burnt sienna, make a little bit of extra of the other colours, and take the burnt sienna out, because this corner up here, well that third, really like that. That blob in the middle there, that bothers me. So I'm probably going to scrape this one and go again without the burnt sienna. But let me take you down for a close-up. Climb up my ladder. There we go. What do you think? Got pretty cells. Just a shame about that worm in the middle there. Big slug. Alright, let's have a look at it. Turn my light off. So this is the corner I was telling you about, that the cells aren't very well defined, and it may be because I don't have enough opaques in here. That they're all semi-opaque, so I'm not getting the definition of the ring down there as I am up here. See the difference? See the rings? That's because the black isn't opaque, and then the rings are semi-opaque. See the difference? Can't see the rings definition as much. So yeah, not one of my best, I don't think. I probably did need 2 opaques. See, I usually have black and white. Now this, look at this. Look at that weird feathering. How bizarre is that? It goes all the way down. Never seen that before. Weird. I wonder if it's got something to do with the gold. So there it is. It's probably a little bit more on the orangey side than what I was hoping for. So yeah, I'll go again. Take out that burnt sienna. I wonder what else I could add instead. And just see how we go. Alrighty, thanks for watching. And as usual, I'll see you for the next one. Okay, bye for now.